how do you sequence this, or where do you typically think the first place is to start? You mentioned data. I'd like you to address data a little bit, but then there's so many and I also like your idea of a modular approach because a very large organization just can't say, "I wanna overhaul the whole system," but if you can show them lanes or streams where you can add value, so maybe you have an example.
Absolutely right. I've seen a couple of patterns, and there is no right or wrong answer, right? Depends on where a particular record keeper or a retirement provider is. Some work with a big TPA base, right? So I think they sell through, they work with TPAs. Some go direct, and some have a hybrid business. So that's the starting point, right? What do they want to solve for? The second starting point is everybody has their uniqueness in terms of what is their business strategy, what is the differentiation they want to deliver, right? Is it advisor differentiation? Is it participant? Is it plan sponsor differentiation? Or is it the TPA? So that's kind of the starting lens. And the second lens invariably becomes, where can they really get return on investment in a very quick time span, right? Not 3 to 5 years, but 18 to 24 months. Where can I make a very quick impact? Because every dollar they save either goes into, think about it, right? The retirement industry spends so much dollars in administration, but if you free that up, those dollars could go upstream in serving sponsors, participants, education, wealth management, all of those things. So that's the second lens, record keepers put in and see where can they find the money, where can they find the efficiencies. And so it's really a combination of business strategy where you find efficiencies leads to a roadmap of what problem you want to solve. Is it plan onboarding? Because somebody growing big time, they want to solve for experience and onboarding. Somebody not growing top line but having a lot of sponsor issues, you focus on what can I do with sponsor experience, either on the payroll side or any of the sponsor engagement. So that's kind of different patterns, and we tend to apply the right answer for a particular carrier, knowing a little bit more about them.
So it sounds like the advantage that you all bring is certainly you understand the industry deeply, and then how to think about that particular business's business strategy, which includes differentiation and also an ROI. And that if you do that, I want to repeat back, and if you do that in a modular fashion, you can get to ROI quickly and show them that there's places to add value. And then is that sort of a start with then there's other places to add ROI along the way?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, all of these are, if you take about, right, all of these initiatives go on 3, 4, 5 years, depending on where you start. And then you incrementally, we call it a micro transformation approach. And you do micro transformation in each of these capabilities, right? Whether it's money in, money out, plan onboarding, fees, advisor experience, sponsor experience. You just stack these in a sequential, in some cases, even overlapping initiatives, and each of them delivers specific outcomes. And which is why I think you mentioned about the 3 E's. And, I'm very, that's the way I measure ROI, right? Because any initiative has to be measured with those three lens, which is it delivering efficiencies, and is it delivering more an effective business model, so that you're cutting down LIGOs, you're you know processing things faster. The turnaround time is no more a week, but it's in hours. And all of these things also leads to better experience for whoever the stakeholder is. So that's kind of the broad lens of how I measure ROI for each of these micro transformations.